Al Graham for the Coronado Clarion and KPXC Radio, the only nuclear-powered radio station on God's green earth. The kids from San Diego, Imperial Beach, and Coronado, the kids are leading the protest, not the adults. They're children. In the 60s, the kids did it then, and they're doing it today. I'd given up on these kids. I thought they were all into their phones and everything, but evidently some of them really care about the ocean and care about the environment, so we're going to go down and see if we can find somebody to, what shall I say, interview. What do you think about the ocean out there being so polluted, girls?
Full of shit.
Don't sugarcoat it.
I won't.
Do you think anything good is going to come from this?
Yes.
I do, because
I do.
the kids are acting for the time. Huh?
Yeah, the kids, yeah.
In the 60s, we did it. I'm 80, and I remember we're the ones who made the changes, not the old fuckers.
Yeah, that's
folks.
right. That's right.
We
And,
have some high school kids here. There's
so
some
you-
kids
We
here
had a
on
lot
the
of
beach.
high
You should
school.
grab
Yeah,
them.
grab them because they're the ones.
Where
that
are
the-
they? Where's the
There's a
group?
whole bunch
They're
of
down there. You'll see when you get down there. Yeah, the
He had a megaphone and he was leading
I'll
a
just go
chant.
chase the press away. They won't do any good. What do you think, young man?
Oh, this almost killed me.
Why?
The water. A couple of years
You
ago.
look sick.
Yeah, I was. Well, I'm pretty old now. I'm in my 90s, but
Go on.
I almost died from
There's shit in the water.
Yeah.
It's E. coli. It's pneumonia. It's what else? Oh, here's one of the kids. I'll come back and interview you.
Yeah,
All right?
okay.
Don't go. But what's your name, son?
Oh, Bob Lindsay.
Hey, Bob. I'm 80, and I thought I was fucking old.
Oh, yeah. Just hang in there.
You're doing all right.
Almost did though.
Young lady, can you tell me what you think is going to come of this?
I hope that Governor Newsom is going to listen and he's going to do a little
You
bit
know
more
why
about
I'm
it.
so hopeful? Because the kids did it. The kids
Yeah.
were the one. In the 60s, we were the hippies. We made a change.
That's-
Listen.
You know, we can just keep trying, right?
Yeah. Hey, you, excuse me. ¿Se habla español?
poquito, no mucho.
Ok. Los ángeles están contigo ustedes por la eternidad.
Angels.
Are with you for all eternity. If you believe, if not, you get popcorn. Take your pick. Aha. Pop, what's your name again?
Bob Lindsay.
Bob, don't go away, please. I'll be a few minutes.
Okay.
Do you think anything's going to come of this protest?
Oh, we were not part. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
I went to Pakistan once. It was closed. That was a terrible joke. Do you think anything's going to come of this protest, son? Do you think anything will come of this protest?
No English. No.
Oh, no English.
English.
Well, F off then. I come to my country, learn to speak bloody English. Oh, Graham, you're just too much. Do you think anything is going to come from this protest?
Yes, I do.
Tell me
Yes, I do.
why. I think it's because the kids are doing it, right?
Exactly. I think it's because we need to also think about the future, our future generation, the children.
I thought the kids were all into their phones and movies, and they're into the environment.
Yes,
God
they are.
bless them.
Yes, they are.
So,
They're into the environment.
Next
as
time you
well.
hear someone saying these kids, and you get, look who's doing it. The
Yeah.
kids will lead it. Some of them are responsible, and God bless them all. Young man, got to
bless them.
talk to you.
Hi,
Thank you.
I'm,
like your outfit.
I'm Al Graham,
Too.
editor of the
Richard.
Coronado Clarion. Been here 59 years, seen you and lots of like you come and go. I'm asking you this. Isn't this exciting because the kids started it on their own?
Yeah, it's great to see the youth get involved, and I think that's just a great sign that, hey, this issue doesn't just affect the old,
God.
the adults. It affects everyone.
Tell me this. You're going to leave us soon. You're going to a higher place, aren't you?
No, I got about a year and a half left of my term,
Really? I
and
didn't
then
know that.
and then I'm done.
So tell me this.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about this?
So right now, my job as
Yes.
the mayor of Coronado is to work with the other local officials to put pressure on our federal officials.
So is that where the blockage is? The federal officials?
It is the federal officials.
Tell
yeah,
me
no
this.
question about it. Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, some 200 grand was mentioned. It was thrown down, and then someone said, "Oh, we blew it. We give it." What was all that about?
I'm unfamiliar with that.
Oh yeah, well there was a
specific funding, but-
$200,000 payment made by state of California to the sewage, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then the next morning I read, oh, I think we made a mistake making that much. You don't know anything about it.
I know nothing about that, but I'll tell you this: the total amount of funding necessary for this project is about $750,000.
Oh no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, it's about $750
So-
$1 billion, I
Look,
should say.
in a macro
Yeah.
sense,
Yeah.
why do you think it has never been fixed?
I think it's never been fixed because there has been a combination of a lack of awareness, a lack of leadership, and then a lack of will. And what we've finally seen come together over the past several years is checking all three of those boxes, where we have all of the entire South Bay region fully on board. We got our federal officials and various agencies on board, and now we just need to get funding. The good news today is that we got the EPA to sign on to this. The EPA has agreed to sign on to a design build contract, which will effectively force this issue to get solved and force Congress to appropriate funds.
So now we follow up. What's
Yes.
next?
What's next is the EPA is going to enter into these contracts,
Yes.
and then, EPA is going to enter into these contracts. They have about $300 million already appropriated, and at some point in the near future, after these contracts have started and you got shovels in the ground and you're building it, Congress will have to appropriate the additional funds.
Great. Well, I can promise you this.
My
Appreciate you
absolutely.
so much.
These children are not going away. I
That's
guarantee
right. Let's
you.
hope not. I don't want them to go away.
There you go. You're getting married soon, I hear.
That's news to me as
So
well.
I had the 13 brides trying to wed you.
Point in my direction.
There you are. Look at our place. Look at our paraíso, as the Spanish say. It's paradise. Something probably will get done here because he gave us a lot of federal talk, the mayor, but the real truth is, look at the prowess of the U.S. If we can do that, if we can do that, we can fix this sewage, can't we? If we wanted to fix the sewage, we could, couldn't we?
We need to,
We
absolutely.
better, you're right. So it's a combination of really inappropriate skin color, bottle of milk look, and the magnificence. Well, you know, I'm just ranting here. I'm right in the middle of a very serious report. There's the mayor pontificating over there. I'll go see if I can get him to opine. Or maybe not. Casey. Young Casey Tanaka, young man.
Hello.
Come here, young man. You're still a councilman.
I am.
thought you were gone.
Well, I'm back. They couldn't get rid of me, I guess.
Tell me this. The kids, Imperial Beach, San Diego, Coronado, the kids are doing this. They're bringing awareness. Why can't we do something? How long have you and I been talking about this project?
Well, I mean, it's decades.
Yes.
But it's difficult because it involves so much money and because it involves two different sides of a border. So that makes the problem twice as complicated.
A couple of weeks ago, somebody said the feds gave $200,000. Next morning, I heard, oh, that $200,000, maybe it was a mistake. Do you know anything about that?
Say it again? What?
I think the feds gave $200,000 for some reason to the sewage fund. The next morning, I heard a news report said, well, we might have made a big mistake giving that money. You don't know anything
I
about
haven't
that?
heard that, no.
Oh, I'll have to get that. Tell me this, the prognosis. Genuinely, the prognosis for this to be fixed. Yes or no? Look,
No,
I
I
don't
don't
need the
think it's
answer.
likely.
I don't need the answer. I can see it that you know.
Well, there is good and bad news. The good news is a lot of money has been appropriated, and that in and of itself is unheard of. So that's really positive news that it could happen again. And if you invest $300 million like the national government has, you're kind of pot committed, to use a poker term, to try to finish the job. So I do think there's reason to be optimistic. And the other thing is the county's strategy of declaring a state of emergency is a smart one.
I like it.
So if the whole point of today's rally was to try to push that pressure up
Yeah.
to the governor, and if states of emergency can be declared at these next rungs, I do think there's a chance for this to get fixed.
You think the Hotel Del, with all of its implications, would want these beaches
You
clean?
know, it really isn't. The Dell doesn't have anything to do with
No, but
this.
I mean, wouldn't you think they'd be lobbying too and screaming?
Well, but the Dell isn't a sympathetic figure.
Well, what do you mean by
It's
that?
ordinary people. It's kids like
Well,
you
I
said.
know that, but-
That's what's going to move the needle, not a resort.
Yeah, I get you. But you think in a business frame, they don't want their tour.
People in this country, problems only get fixed when they hit rock bottom.
I'm afraid you're
And
right
that's
about
where
that.
we're at. This is
I'm
not
afraid
quite
you're
at
right.
rock bottom, but it's been approaching that for some time. And that's the only thing that would get it fixed if there is a perception of we have no choice
Yes.
but to solve this.
So what is next, do you think?
Well, I think for the time being, what's next is this state of emergency strategy, whether or
I
not
like
we can prevail on it. If not, then we have to go back to this longer time-honored tradition of getting an appropriation to fix what we can fix. And again, when it's just ordinary go-get money, it takes years to do that.
Is it up to Newsom or not? Could he do anything?
I think in the short term, yes. I think you should declare a state
What?
of emergency
He
because
should.
a state of emergency can create a speed of response that you can't create in an ordinary order of things.
So this is a limited state of emergency, you're telling me, that it's going
Well,
to go away?
I'm not a legal expert. I can't tell you all the ins and outs, but the whole purpose of declaring a state of emergency is it expedites the process
Yes.
of fixing an emergency.
So when we hear that the state of emergency is no longer in force, what does that mean?
Well, no, the county is declaring it,
I
but
see.
we need the help of the state and federal government. So if they don't honor the state of emergency request, then we're back to square one.
Isn't it agonizing that there isn't just one person that can just say, okay, fix it?
Of course, but take that up with the founding fathers. I'm going to see you.
Yeah, Mr. Tanaka.
Good to see you, sir.
Are you going to run for mayor again?
Yes.
Okay. The Beatles. All right, let's look for some more victims here. That was a long run, Al. You've gone like what? Oh, 10 minutes. Oops, sorry. You better get some more good interviews. Excuse me, gentlemen. Do you think something's going to happen here with the sewage problem eventually?
Only after the border is shut down because the pollution has caused such an uproar that
Really?
commerce is going to have a major impact. As soon as commerce is impacted, they're going to be,
Even the state of emergency is just what? Does that mean anything?
well, I mean, it's one little step, but the fact is that when a major health breakout happens, the ability to maintain that border commerce is going to be severely hurt, and then everybody and their brother is going to hit the ceiling.
When I see these young guards going in the water, I think, what are they going to get?
Sir, I grew up in this sewage ever since I was
Really?
a little.
You look all right.
Third grade, I learned, well,
I understand you have to take big globulin shots.
I'm not bad for a 16-year-old kid. Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 72.
Go on.
And
So how do you avoid all this?
I grew up a block from the ocean in Imperial Beach. I've lived with this stuff my entire life.
Really? So you're kind of immune, are you?
Well, I like to think so, but I don't want. I've got grandchildren now that are being exposed, and
Isn't it exciting that it's the kids that are the ones that are pushing this today?
well, the question is this has been around 90 years. Will anybody promise to have it cured on the 100th anniversary? And nobody will.
Oh, that's very pessimistic, sir.
I go, where are you from?
Liverpool, England.
Oh, good to come visit us.
God bless America. I've been here 59 years.
Okay. My mother was an immigrant from Queensland.
Go on, a bloody Aussie girl.
Yeah,
That's
they met in John MacArthur's office during World War II.
No kidding. Wow. And who are you, lad?
I'm Brian Bilbray. I used to be the mayor of Imperial
I
Beach.
remember Brian Bilbray. You grew up, you look cool. You were like you were a bit of a go-getter back in the day.
I was an old lifeguard surfer that ended up being sent to Washington. You know, they were punishing me, and
How'd you survive that, Brian?
a lot of jet lag. Let's just say that.
God bless you, son. Thank you for your
God bless
service
you.
and everything you've done for us.
God save the Queen.
That's my man. Young lady, do you think anything is going to come from this protest? I do, because the kids are involved for a change.
That's right.
And we just got to keep on keeping on, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We don't want to. We live in paradise. I don't even want my dog going in the water here.
That's right. You don't want to.
I heard it's in the sands too. We're gonna fix this, right?
Yes, we are.
I'm never giving up. I'm 80, and I've only got. My doctor told me you've only got like 40 or 50 more years left. So I said, well, I feel cheated a little bit, but
Good for
every
you.
day I'm gonna fight with these kids. We want action.
That's right.
People getting paid for it and not doing anything. How about Brian Bilbray? He didn't die. Look at him.
He's fabulous.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Thank you.
Heavy metals, chemicals, whatever it is that they're doing. That is breaking up. Oh, at least 100.
Do you think something's going to happen here with the sewage problem?
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping that there's more awareness now
The
to
kids,
all the people impacted.
the kids are involved. Isn't that impressive? San Diego, Imperial Beach, and Coronado kids. I'm impressed.
Banding together.
Yes. Well, there you have it. Al Graham for the Gay Pixie Radio, the only nuclear-powered radio station on God's green earth. What in the blue? I've got to interview. Now listen, young man, make this good, because it's just a photo opportunity. Speak to me. Oh. Oh, that's so fucking cool. So listen, we're gonna do this, aren't we?
Yes.
How can you go swimming in there with all this bling on?
I'll start glowing in the dark from all the toxic waste.
I just love it. That's good. What's your name, son?
Glitterito.
So you are Queen who?
Glitterito, the majestic.
Something fishy about this.
Just a little fishy.
You got it all going on there, son. God bless you. Look, wait a minute. It looks like a disgruntled mermaid over there. I'm going to. Who is this?
That's a Jerry.
Jerry, you don't look very happy for a mermaid. Are you sad because the water's so polluted?
Absolutely.
So what are we going to do about it?
Well, I'm not the best on land, so. And I'm not really used to humans either.
Oh, well. But you look lovely even with the water so screwed up.
Well, thank you.
Did you hear this?
Sorry if I'm a little awkward.
Why you don't seem so happy? You look like you're sad.
Look at the water.
Well, thank you for everything you do because you're a dream come true for me because it's like so cool, so different, and you've done such a good job. And so does Queen Nepavula over there. What's his name?
That's Glitterito. My name's Jerial.
Glitterito? Did you say that?
Yeah.
And you're what?
Jerial.
Is that not Geritol? What's Jerial?
That's my name. My merman name.
Very cool. That's clitorial. Okay. I get it. All right, well, keep on keeping on and smile. You're so beautiful. You should be smiling, not frowning. I love your bling, by the way. It's very cool.
Oh, thank you very much.
I think I'm gonna make a suit that looks like this.
I like your outfit too.
Thank you. I'm a 23rd century international intergalactic hitman from another galaxy.
Oh, wow.
I come here.
You look spectacular.
What?
You look spectacular.
Well, thank you. I took a bath today and I put on clean clothes.
Nice.
Tally ho.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
I don't want to see that happen. We'll stay in touch. You get it my information from him. You have ideas, you can reach up to Kennedy. That'd be great.
I just want him to be aware.
Well, there you have it. Al Graham for the Gay Pixie Radio, the only nuclear-powered radio station on God's green earth. We're down here talking to some of the people. We're laughing with some of them. We're laughing at some of them. Some of them are laughing at me. It's wonderful. I love it. And there you have it. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. There's the mayor kibitzing with somebody over there. He's got another year and a half. I thought he was out of here. Maybe people say he should be out of here because they don't like him. But I don't know any mayor that didn't get a bunch of shit from the citizens, at least half of them. I'm impressed with Brian Bilbray there. He used to be a young fella, now he's old, but he still looks effing cool for his age, pretty trim. There you have it. I'm going home now. No, I'm going to have a beer. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look for anyone else I can assault. Well, interview, sorry. And I think we've had enough. That girl's got a nice personality. How you doing, son?
Good.
Groovy. Wow. Right, lads? Freedom. Wait a minute. I'm supposed to say hello back. Anyhow. All right. Nobody else needs to be interviewed except these two ladies here. I'll give them a bit of a boost for their little life. Girls, excuse me, got a bit of bad news for you. Beauty pageant's been postponed. Can you come back tomorrow? Are we going to get something done here with the sewage, you think?
Oh my God.
Come on.
Yes, we're very
We're
optimistic. We're going to make it happen. And Gavin's a smart boy. He can make it happen.
He better.
He can make it happen.
We elected him, right?
He's very smart.
Okay, girls, listen.
Yeah.
If you can miss it, don't.
Yeah.
You speak Spanish?
Un poco.
I'm going to give you a little phrase.
Yes.
Los ángeles están contigo ustedes por la eternidad, which means the angels are with you for all eternity. If you believe. If not, you get popcorn. Or tortilla.
I'm Danny, by the way.
Danny who?
Grady.
I'm Al Graham. I'm the editor of the Coronado Clarion, a historical
Oh,
magazine.
excellent.
I'm
Excellent.
Rosie.
Rosie, you're groovy.
Yeah.
A groovy, like groovy. You got a good vibe coming out of you.
This one's groovy. She's also. She's
Hey,
groovy.
listen.
Yes, please.
Yeah, 3 of you.
Yeah.
If I could bottle this, I wouldn't have any clients no more.
Yeah. So we got guys following us around that they
Who is
tell
it?
us that they're our
That
husbands.
guy, watch him. He looks like he's carrying a
They're
gun.
always buzzing around us. Nice to meet you.
Annie or Danny?
Danny, like the boy's name.
Daniela. Bye, Daniela.
Bye, darling.
Very nice outfit. You look like a starfish. There you go. God bless America and all who's sailing there. And even me. I get to do a little selfie. Now look here. This is to Gavin Newsom. Get your shit together. I mean, do something about this. You can. I'm coming up there. That's it. I'm going to come up and interview him. I'm coming up in a purple jockstrap and a cowboy hat and 1 cowboy boot and then maybe a nipple ring, and I'm going to do a protest in front of his building. I'm going to say whatever I could do to make this work would thrill me no end. And there you have it. Al Graham for the Cape Pixie Radio and the Coronado Clarion. The radio is the only nuclear-powered radio station on God's green earth. The Coronado Clarion is a historical magazine that covers a variety of subjects, including the military, music, poetry, psychology, anything you want to imagine, we've covered it and we will cover it. And there you have it. I've been down, I've done my dues, and that lady did. Mrs., give me one of them signs to take home.
Oh, they're not mine.
I don't care. Who owns them?
My friend who just
I'll go get one from here. Come on, let's go. I want to put it in my house and keep this thing going.
Okay, let me just call her real quick.
All right, thank you. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pin one of these on some people and make them walk all over town. I know some big dogs who could do this too. So we'll keep this going. We're not just going to let it go. It looks like he stole something. I'm going to follow him. Oh, he's going to steal something. Graham, you're out of control.